the changes from when I started were absolutely phenomenal. When I first started covering Newcastle United in 1966, it was still an era where we had a football pink on a Saturday. That's been taken over by the instant results programs on television, on radio, etc., etc. But we used to have a football pink, so I spent the whole game talking on a phone back to the office where there was a copy taker typing out what I was saying, and we produced a football pink. It it was so far behind the times that Leeds United, which at that stage, Steve, was one of the great clubs and great sides in the country, Don Revie and all this situation, that they didn't have any phones in the press box. And I used to sit in the press box and have to write down my report for the Pink, my running report on the game, write it out in longhand. They employed school kids to earn some pocket money by coming up into the press box. They would take my sheet of paper, run downstairs. They had an open phone line in the press room and send the stuff back to the Chronicle. Um, that's how crazy it was in those days. When we first went into Europe, we used to stay. We won the Fairs Cup, and we used to stay in hotels away. We stayed in one hotel out in the mountains round Lake Como in Italy, and you couldn't get a reception when fog come in for the telephone, so you were cut off. They hadn't telephones in your bedroom. They had one telephone down on the main desk of the reception, and all the journalists used to queue up to go on there to be able to file a copy.